Hello and welcome to Fusion Fundamentals with me, MJ. In today's video, we're going to be making something using the Coil Tool as well as the Circular Pattern Tool. So it's not something you'd expect to get out of those two tools. So when we get into the video, we'll go through that step by step and you'll be able to do it yourself once we're done. But before we get into the video, I just want to remind you, have a look down in the description. There's a link to a Udemy course I created on Fusion 360. It's the complete beginner's guide to Fusion 360. A lot of great content. There's stuff in there that you won't find on my YouTube channel. It's really cool. A lot of practical, hands-on learning, so you're not bogged down by endless theory. So if you're someone that just wants to get stuck right into it and learn by doing, this one's for you. But let's get into today's video. We'll start this one off by going to Create and selecting Coil. Now once we've selected the Coil tool, we need to select a plane on which to draw our coil. So I'll select the top plane and just change it to a top view. Now we need to select the center of the circle of our coil. So we're just basically setting the radius of our coil, or the diameter. So I'm going to make that 90, hit enter, and it's going to generate a coil for us. So I can see there my diameter is 90. We've got a whole bunch of things over here. I want my height to be 90 as well, but I don't want the coil to be that thick. So what we'll do is we'll set the section size to something like 8 millimeters, maybe even 5 millimeters, because this is going to determine the thickness of our pot once we've put it together. So we'll go 5 millimeters. I'm happy with that. And 1 revolution. We could make it more. So if I had to set the revolutions to 3, you'll see it'll wrap around 3 times, and then we'll get a very different shape. But I'm going to just make it, let's go with 2. So 2 there, okay. Now what we're going to do is go to Create. We'll select our Pattern tool and Circular Pattern. So you can probably see where I'm going with this. We'll pattern that. The axis will be our y-axis. And now if we look at it, we've got 3 of them. But if we set our quantity high enough, they'll eventually intersect so that there's no gaps between them. So I'm looking for the point where they just cross over. So 9 is they solidly intermeshed there. So okay. So now it's a bit of a strange shape, but it's the shape we're looking for. What I want to do now is create a sketch on our front plane here, or back plane, front plane, same thing. And just do a R for rectangle. Draw it over there. What we're going to do is we're going to extrude it past there. So the top of this is going to be flat. I'm going to do the same thing at the bottom here. So I don't want this too far past. I want it to kind of just get in there. Something like that. Finish sketch. Now E for extrude. Select that. I'll go to symmetric. Drag it out. And we've cut that in to our little shape. Now I can see I'm going to have some gaps there at the bottom. So what I'm going to do is go back into this one. I'll sketch, drag it down a little bit. There we go. Now we'll create a new sketch. We'll create a new sketch on one of these surfaces. C for center diameter circle, and our radius was 90. So I'm just going to hit 90 there. You see it's running along the center of our circly things or springs. Finish sketch. E for extrude, and I'm going to go up, so minus, we'll go 4 mils, and we'll make it a join operation. So now when we look at it, we've got a solid bottom over there, and when it prints, it should give us quite a nice little soft, smooth finish, except for maybe that line, but we'll see what happens there. Next, what we're going to do, create a sketch, drop some holes in here. I'll push C, and we'll make them 5mm. Doesn't really matter where they go because I'm going to use a circle pattern. So create circle pattern, select our circle, select our center point, and we'll make 4 holes. Well, they're just circles at the moment. Then we'll press E and I'll select these. This will be for drainage if we've got our little pot in there. We can put the soil directly into this. And there we go. So we've got our holes. So that looks kind of cool. But what I want to do is have a nice little brim around the top so we don't have this irregular shape. So I will then create a sketch on one of these top surfaces here. C, snap to the center there. And this one I want to go just past 90. So to the edge of that would be 95. Okay, there we go. Now we'll go construct, plane along path, and we're going to get that circle there. Anywhere on it is fine. Create sketch on it. So I'll go C, and I'll make that 10 mils. So it should make it all the way to the edge over there, the inner edge, and then stick out on the outside, and finish sketch. Now there's 2 ways we could do that from here. We could say do a sweep of this, select our sweep path as that circle, and we'll get our circle. We'll just select join, and we've got this strange little circle around the edge. Or what we could do is go into create, and no, I'm lying. Go to revolve, select that, and then we'll select our y-axis, and same thing, it's going to go around there, join. I'm going to have a look at what this looks like, and it looks pretty good. Only thing I'm concerned about is this overhang is like 90, so we're going to have supports up there. If I don't want to do that, what we can do is change the shape of our circle there. So instead of having it right there, we could bring it in a bit. So let me delete that. See, I'll make sure it's in line with that. And now we have a smaller circle. See, we want it to just come over the inside there. And let's get the side view. I need to get the right side view. There we go. You can actually move it around, change the size, move it a little bit more inward, and I think that'll work. Then we'll have a little bit of a lip on the inside as well. Now we'll go back into our revolve and we'll select the profile again so there's the correct profile. Now as you can see, that's a much easier step for it to 3D print. May have some issues there because I want to print it without supports. Print it without supports, see how it goes, and if we need to, we'll change supports. But that's just a basic idea of what you can do with just a coil and a pattern tool. We could have a very different shape if we had to go into our coil and say we made it 1 revolution. Obviously now it's not closed, but you could increase the number of instances until it's a closed off profile. It's not quite closed. I'll add 1 or 2 more. There we go. I can see that's closed off. And there we've got a slightly different shape, but I'm going to undo that. And we've got what we've got. Let's send that to the printer and see how it turns out. So I printed it out and this is what we got. Used this cool multi-color filament that I got. I quite like it. So as you can see, we can see the nice spiral coming up in the lip. I didn't have any issues with the overhang. It worked great. And while I was at it, I thought, let me do another one. So I did one similar to how I did this one, but this one is going from left to right and right to left. So it's got the coils going in both directions. I left off the lip on top and just did a fillet around the edge to smooth it out. I think this one looks pretty cool. I prefer it to the first one, but yeah, so you can do quite a lot with some tools that you wouldn't expect. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please do like and subscribe, and catch you in the next video. Cheers. Bye.